Hello, my lovelies. This is Paisley Wild, and this is a My 3 Cents video. If you want to support my show, please do so. Check out my Patreon site. That is www.patreon.com/the-spaces-between. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all are crazy, but I love you, just as you are. You seem to really like these things, so I'm trying to do more of them. It's hard sometimes, though, because it's like, what am I going to talk about? But today is December 24th, so Merry Christmas Eve. And I just want to talk about family a little bit, because for a lot of folks this time of year, for many folks, most folks this time of year, it is a time for family and celebration. And togetherness and all of the things that includes, family dinners. For some it's church, for others it's work, combination all the above, and yet for others it is solitude and loneliness, or loneliness, not solitude and loneliness, because by golly, you can be lonely in a crowd of people. It's not just being lonely by yourself, but loneliness is a really big deal. And a lot of times, depression comes with that. And I feel you. For many years, this is the time of year that I kind of dreaded, partly because of the commercialism aspect. I spent a lot of years below the poverty line here in the U.S. And it's hard. It is hard to meet the expectations of your family, your children, your loved ones in general, when you can't do the same things that everybody else can do or wants to do. So, in a way, that's part of the reason why I enjoy being pagan. There's not as many assumed financial obligations with being a pagan when it comes to family and holidays and celebrating. It's a different world, and I love it. I really do, actually. I love being a pagan. I'll talk about that in a different video. But just, yeah, I love it. So, yeah, family. Family is hard. Family comes with expectations and assumptions and emotional burdens that you don't necessarily want, but seem to have inherited or you have for whatever reason. And it's often frustrating because family puts obligations on us that we don't necessarily want, sometimes don't need. And just real quick, toxic family members are out there. They are everywhere. They come from every walk of life. They come from, just, they're out there. And they're hard. They are really, really hard because they have these things that they want, these assumptions that are all theirs, generally. And if you don't meet their assumption or their ideology or whatever it is, they can make life horrible. And often their expectations complicate the holiday season. Not because their expectations are bad, mostly because they're very narcissistic in their wants and desires, and it's all about them, and you got to make them happy, and no one wants that, right? So don't be that person. Seriously. It is okay to remove toxic family members from your life and not include them. It's hard. It is hard because, growing up Christian, guilt is a big tool. It is the billy club. It is the axe to grind. All of those things. Guilt and Christianity often go hand in hand. So, if you cut someone out of your life for whatever reason, often it's because their toxicity, that toxic level has reached enough. All right, just in the camera so you guys can see there is no snow. There's that toxicity is often enough that you just can't deal with them anymore. You just don't want them. And they cause you anxiety and stress and depression and anger and frustration and all of those emotions that you just don't want to deal with. You don't have the energy for it. And that's okay. It is okay to remove toxic people from your life. It doesn't matter if you're related to them or not. If they don't accept you for you, why would you want them in your life? I mean, seriously. I mean, on that note, if someone doesn't accept your lifestyle, why would you want to frequent their business? But at the same time, why would you want to shut them down? That's an entirely different political post. Because paganism and politics, actually, they often go hand in hand. Not always, but often. I'll have something on that later. So many 3-cent videos. But, so, yes, toxic family. It is okay to remove toxic family from your life. Actually, I recommend it. You'll be healthier for it. It'll be hard at first, especially if there are children involved or partners or significant others, any of that. It is hard because with that comes expectations from them also. And so, discuss it with your partner. Make sure they understand why. And do it as a couple, do it as a family. Because you don't need that kind of burden or weight. And if there's backlash from your partner, I'd really recommend some couples counseling. It's a good thing. Don't knock counseling. You sometimes need a safe place that is not in the home with a third-party referee to talk about things in general. So, negativity, cut it out of your life. You don't need that. Do your shadow work to recover. Seriously, man. Or therapy. Therapy's good. So, family. Ohana, according to Lilo and Stitch. Kin, familia. Actually, did you know family is familia in many different languages? Many, many, many. I was going to Google, or I did Google, and search all the several different words for family. And honestly, familia repeats itself often. From Germanic to Spanish, seriously. It's crazy. But anyways, so yeah, family. Kin is another good word. Your kin. I actually like kin. Family can be someone, or the group of people you choose to have around you. Family isn't just those you are born to. And it is okay to adopt people into your family. It is. I mean, family is those that love you and support you for who you are. At least that's what it should be. They want what's best for you. They want you to grow. They want you to be better. They want you to just be the best you that you can be, whatever that is. If that means you're the best janitor ever, awesome. If it means you're the best doctor ever, awesome. If you're somewhere in the gray area, that's okay too. Seriously, just be the best you that you can be. And it doesn't matter if you're a white collar, blue collar, gray collar, no collar, stay-at-home parent, working 3 jobs, whatever it is. Be the best you that you can be. And, family can be those that you choose. It doesn't have to be those you were born to. One of the social media groups that I'm a part of, that I run, actually, and I have a really good moderation team. They're just so awesome. You know who you are. I love you. And we started calling each other Ohana. Mostly because, you know what? We are family. We all got quirks and foibles and insanity and all that stuff. And we got the crazy uncles and the goofy aunts and the snarky, whatever. Because sarcasm is strong with us. But it's okay. And it's a great group of people. Do you know why? Because we want what's best for one another. So that we have chosen each other as family. And just like any other family, hands are cold. Just like any other family, you have ups and downs. Sometimes you get too busy doing your own thing and you gotta step away for a little bit, and then you come back, and then you step away, and then you come back, and all that. And that's good. It's good for you to go do your own thing. You don't have to be around your family all the time. By golly, it's almost healthier to not. But some of it, on the pagan path, you have to be alone to grow. You do have to go through some things on your own to grow along your path. And it's hard, man. It is. And you experience things you don't want to experience. Some of those are life. Excuse me. I'm not drinking coffee this morning. I embraced soda. Because some places winning the Taco Bell wars, or the fast food wars. Taco Bell. Love your family that you choose. Whether they're blood related, adopted, foster, people you've just welcomed into your life, or have welcomed you into their lives. It goes both ways, guys. Family is big. Family is huge. And honestly, family is small. So I know a lot of people are alone during this season, and I know Christmas traditionally has some hard things about it. Really, truly. Because it's time of togetherness and family, and I used to hate Christmas. It's my pre-pagan days, seriously. Before I fully embraced my path, I hated Christmas. I couldn't say it out loud or act on it that way because, kids love Christmas. Sparkle in the lights. Minnie Paisley loves the Christmas lights. But, there's a lot of people that are alone right now, and they're dealing with depression. They have just recently lost someone, or maybe they're mourning the loss of someone who passed from this life and into the next a number of years ago. It's okay to mourn, and it's okay to miss them. So for those of you who have lost someone, instead of going with a traditional Christmas or something like that, maybe a dumb Christmas is a good thing for you. Do a dumb dinner, dumb tea, dumb coffee, something like that. When I say dumb, I don't mean stupid. I mean dumb like quiet, silent. Commune with your ancestors. So if you're alone and feeling that depression and missing someone who has departed this holiday season, someone from your family, whether adopted or chosen or blood or birth or any definition of family you could possibly come up with. Share a beverage with them, set that setting, put your intention out there that you just want to communicate and let them know that you miss them and love them, and it's okay. It is very okay. It's okay to mourn the loss. It is okay to miss someone who has departed. It's okay. It's normal to miss someone. Now that I've gone very macabre, not macabre, a little bit depressing. Macabre, something else. Family. It's not just those you're born to. It's those you choose. And I have an awesome pagan family that I've chosen. And by golly, you are the most supportive bunch of freaks I've ever encountered, and I love it, and I love you. And so, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me on my path. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are my ohana, you're my family, you're my kin. And I hope that you have a Merry Christmas, even if we don't celebrate. Oh, we still have a Merry Christmas, by golly. And, celebrate the family you have. The family that you don't have, let them know you miss them. And look towards the future for the family you could develop, because family changes. The family I have today, I did not have a year ago. And wow, you're an awesome bunch of people. And so yeah, family. Family's important, and it's not. Depends on how much weight you put to it. And when I say it's not, because there are toxic family members out there, you don't need them. Pull those weeds. Get them out of your garden. You don't need them. You don't need that baggage. So, my wish for you on this Christmas Eve, find your ohana, find your family, find your kin. Whether it's online or in person, by mail or email, phone or not, let them know you love them. If they're toxic, let them go. And grieve. It is okay to grieve. Those toxic people, if they're a burden to us, they really are. They give us heartache and stress and gray hair and all that stuff. If you walk them out of your life, it is okay to mourn their departure and the loss of potential for happier times. It really is. Grief is another video. So anyways, love your family. I love you. Merry Christmas. This is Paisley. My 3 cents, and actually probably closer to 4 cents today. Thank you for being my family. And I love you all. Merry Christmas.